Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Jack and welcome back to another video. So in this one I wanted to talk about secret nerfs and buffs that are not written in patch notes. So as a matter of fact, I would go as far as to say that they're purposely left out. Now, why things would purposely be left out is something that we can definitely get into detail about. And basically the reason is because, you know, these guys want to do whatever they want to do and they don't want to backlash from the community. As a matter of fact, speaking of backlash, Vahn himself apparently recently got really pissed off and sick and tired of us requesting a VSAT. And his response to that was really kind of douchey. I'm not going to lie. It's like, dude, you got to pay attention to us filthy casuals, because us filthy casuals are what pay your bills and then some. And on top of that, run the show, even esports. Because I myself am a fan of the competitive community, even though I don't play competitive COD. I'll play multiplayer in terms of pubs and stuff like that, and I can get competitive with pubs in terms of what I personally want to do. But other than that, I'm still a fan of the competitive scene. I respect the pro players and stuff like that. And quite frankly, let's not forget that if you don't have an audience to watch all that shit, it ain't going anywhere, because it's only 1% of the Call of Duty community that is competing. So the thing is this, in order for them to become successful, whether it's just viewers on tournaments or whether it's, you know, social media or whatever the hell you want to call it, YouTube, every bit of success in terms of this is us, the audience. Like, for instance, with me and this channel, you guys are the reason for my success. Sure, I put up the content, but the thing is, without you guys watching it and without you guys giving me your feedback, your kind words and all these kind of things wouldn't be where they are today. So therefore, it's the same exact reality and mentality when it comes to the success of Call of Duty esports, as well as the Call of Duty game itself. So quite frankly, you got to be able to take constructive criticism, and like any other business, because it is a business, if there's something that your fan base wants and requests, what do? You got to do your absolute best to give it to them. And on top of that, we're not requesting anything crazy when we're asking for a VSAT. You brought back Nuketown, okay? I'm going to get on the subject in the video in a second, but I just want to get this off my chest. I mean, you brought back Nuketown, which is not like the most highly requested thing ever, but it's part of the Black Ops lore, so therefore, you keep bringing that piece of shit map every single time. You put a different kind of skin on it, and just call it Nuketown or whatever the hell it is, okay? So, that's a whole ass map. So why can't you bring back the VSAT? Now, I understand that basically there are so many ways to figure out where people are on the map. Sure, no problem. But let me tell you something, is a VSAT really that game-breaking compared to some of the stupid specialists in this game? Okay? So, and they're going to continue to bring back specialists, so it's like, why not bring back a stupid freaking score streak that people would like? You know, some people actually like to play the game and use non-lethals and just go for all gun kills. As a matter of fact, there are players out there that purposely challenge themselves to do that, to see how many kills they can get without score streaks. Granted, there are a lot of players that don't do that, but at the same time, what if you have a solo player or a whole bunch of, or just two people, and they just want to have a full idea on where people are on the map? Granted, they earn it in VSAT. And let me tell you something, the Blackbird, the VSAT, the hater, whatever, it is part of Call of Duty. It is part of the Black Ops series. It's even a part of the Infinity Ward series. They have a different version of it or whatnot, but more or less it's the same thing. So why can't we put that in this game, especially with all the different bullshit specialists, the way you can use the bullshit specialists in this game are? I mean, I really don't get it. And the thing that pisses me off the most, which is why I'm talking like this, is because of the fact that, like, the response was like it's like somewhere along the lines of, and I'm paraphrasing here obviously, it's somewhere along the lines of like, I don't want to hear it anymore, or I'm sick and tired of hearing at it, and no, there's not going to be a VSAT in this game or whatnot, you know, don't bother me about it or some shit like that. I mean, that's basically the context that the response was. And it's like, dude, you're talking like that to people that run the show. You know, you guys provide the game, but at the same time, it's our likes and dislikes that's going to make this game better or worse or whatnot, and how you react to that. So anyway, I just wanted to give my 2 cents on that, and I know that's like about half the video, so I'm sorry I had to get that off my chest. But anyway, there are nerfs and buffs in this game, and like other previous Call of Duty games as well, that they could just not even put in the patch notes, quite frankly. And as I mentioned in the very beginning of the video, for varying reasons. Now, there's also a unique story about this. PwnStars.com, way back when, he made a video talking about back in Modern Warfare 3, they used to do these little micro updates or whatnot, just kind of on the DL, and he could tell basically when a weapon would feel different or whatnot, or the damage one is like, hey, something's off about this. Like, because the thing is this, if you've been playing Call of Duty for long enough, and on top of that, if you have also a certain level of skill with the game, you can tell when something is off or something doesn't feel the same way. Kind of like, for instance, with me, for instance, I'm not trying to make myself sound good or anything, I'm just trying to give you an example. Kind of like, I didn't play this game up until this week. I didn't play this game for like 2 weeks, give or take. And then all of a sudden I noticed after the update on Monday, which is the first time I played the game this week, and before that for about 2 weeks or so, give or take, I noticed that the hit detection and the bullet registration was just so much better. It was different. It was better. So, but stuff like that isn't written in patch notes, obviously. And at the same time, sometimes they try not to put things in patch notes because sometimes it's because they don't want backlash, or sometimes it's because they want to seem a little bit more professional. Because, for instance, if they say, so they used to put this vaguely in patch notes in previous games, but they're not going to be like, addressed an issue where the hit detection was inconsistent or whatnot, because the thing is, if they put that on there, they're going to make themselves like, they're going to make themselves seem a little unprofessional, because they're supposed to have good hit detection from the get-go, but they get away with shit. What can I say? Call of Duty is probably the only AAA title that gets away with so much bullshit as it does, and on top of that, they make the most amount of money. Go fucking figure. But anyway, so yeah, there are little micro nerfs and buffs sometimes. Like in this game specifically, I could tell two things right now in the last couple days that may have changed. There's a few submachine guns that seem like they've been buffed, and I'm thinking it's the Spitfire, believe it or not, on the console version. I know in the PC version it's been nerfed, but in the console version it seems like the Spitfire itself has been buffed, and I think the MX-9 seems like it's been buffed as well. And let's see what else. And the score streaks, obviously. This gameplay, I chose this gameplay here. I just got it yesterday as well, and it just goes really well with what I wanted to talk about. And if you haven't noticed by now, the score streaks are definitely putting in work, and I apologize that there's no sound, but on PS4, for whatever reason, I can't record gameplay sound, and I don't know what the hell it is. I know I'm using a converter for, what's it called? For, to use my Elite controller, my Xbox One Elite controller on the PS4, but, and no, it's not the Cronus Max, in case you were wondering. It's the Brooks Super, and there's no lag, no input lag or whatnot, and it's fantastic. But anyway, back on subject. The thing is that there's the score streaks that have been buffed, and there's the submachine guns that have been buffed. So there may be a couple of other things here and there. I mean, the Zero Specialist is pretty much just annoying and potentially really bad for score streaks. You know, because if the score streaks have been buffed, which I definitely feel that they have been, every single time I drop a sniper's nest, attack chopper, or attack helicopter, or whatever it's called, along with the drone squad, and the drone squad is the one that's the most obvious as well. As soon as I call that thing in, oh my gosh. I haven't used the strike team, but I'm sure the strike team is still good. But yeah, there's definitely things that go on that are not in the patch notes. So it's something that we just gotta kind of keep in mind. And and by the way, going back on the game sound for PS4, if you guys know, I've looked all over YouTube and stuff like that. I don't know if there's like another cord I have to buy or whatnot, but I've looked all over YouTube and stuff like that, and it's just not working. At least the only way it would work is if I didn't use my headset. But unfortunately, I need my headset in this game especially. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for this one. Let me know down in the comments section what you think and what your experience is with the game, and what else do you think has been nerfed or buffed? How the hell do you feel about the VSAT situation and Vahn's response? Let it all be known down in the comment section, because for the first half of this video, you guys sure as hell know know how I feel about it. But anyway, that's all I got for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary, and as always, if you did, let me know, and if you didn't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better. I'll catch you guys on the next one.